day. Hello, welcome back. I hope we're well. It is Saturday and today I'm excited at the idea of having a bit of a TLC, i.e. washing my hair, scrubbing my tan off and doing housework. I was just really buzzing for this Saturday to arrive so I could just look after me in the house a bit. I was like, oh, I'm going to spend my morning doing a bunch of things. For some reason, and I completely understand, I just say for some reason because I don't understand why we enjoy it, but for some reason people enjoy housework vlogs and just like really everyday mundane shit. First things first, I just always leave the shower open for a little bit just to heat the water up, which I know is really naughty, but I'm going to be putting on Olaplex number 2 as a mask for my hair, and I'm going to leave it on for the entirety of housework. The longer it's on, for me, I feel the better. We're on. Oops, I'm also very wet. So I'm just going to leave this on all morning, pretty much, whilst I do the housework. First things first is laundry. I need to do all my clothes washing, and the sun's out today. So, and it's only like 8:30, so I'm going to make the most of so it dries today. Why is that so exciting? It is exciting, isn't it? Washing and drying your clothes in one day. For people that don't have dryers, which is probably, I would say the majority of English people, or British people, well, they'll have a tumble dryer, but we don't really tend to use them. I don't know, do you? I've not ever really grown up. We have the tumble dryer, but I guess the tumble dryer is always seen as a last resort. You can chuck it in the tumble dryer. But in my head it's like, oh, if you put it in the tumble dryer, it's going to cost you £20 in electricity. Like I've drilled in that the tumble dryer is super expensive and you only really use it if you have to. In the vein of the previous conversation about using, like being scared of using the tumble dryer, because I'm like, oh, that's expensive. I was in Asda a couple of days ago and I don't know why this thought came into my head. This isn't, I don't want this to come across as distasteful, especially when we're in a cost of living crisis. But when I was a kid, there were certain things that we just couldn't have because they were just like too expensive, or they were like, you know, like branded things, and we just didn't have them. And I was thinking, you know what? I know that like I've got my house, I run a business, like, you know, like I have these achievements, which are all great. But for me, I feel the most proud and like great as an adult because I'm in charge. I can spend my money on what I want to, or I just feel like I don't know, like excited when I can buy like Ribena. I picked up one Ribena and I was like, I couldn't have this as a kid. I'm gonna buy myself a bottle of it. And it makes me feel really excited and just like, I think, yeah, I don't know, that for me it's the small wins that I get excited about. I am actually intrigued to know, like, what is it that you can get yourself now that you weren't allowed when you were a kid? And it makes you feel like, fuck yeah. Because it is fun, it is interesting. And yeah, I just mean in the context of being an adult and being able to spend your money on what you want. Next task. Okay, so I've got these plants, which are bog plants. So they live by water. And I like to leave them on, like water them, my gunners, because I want them to get real big this year. They live by like in swamps and water, in riverbeds, whatever. So I like to give them a good watering. So I leave the hose on for like 5 minutes, whatever. Give them a good old water. You're gonna get big boys this year. So, in my little sink, you know, you've got your big sink and your little sink, I've put in water and I've put in some Fabuloso concentrated multi-surface cleaner. And I'm just going to wipe down all the surfaces of it, and also keep the sponges and stuff in there, because it kind of, I don't know, it's like anti-bac, isn't it? I saw Miss Hinch do this years ago, so I do it now all the time. I just use it to like clean everything, like this little bowl, essentially like a bowl of water, really. Then it also makes the whole room smell delightful. Delightful. Stopping for some brekkie. I've made an egg baguette. I just made like an omelette, a plain omelette, and then a baguette. Bit of sriracha, bit of ribena. Woo! You'll not believe where I found Lola. You having a nice time? Hmm? Having a nice time in there? Cheeky. I've run out of duster, so I'm using this just generic wipe down, which is a spray. I don't think it's got anything in it, like it's not like it's an anti-bac or whatever. Like, it's just a cleaning spray. And I always find the dressing room is like the dustiest one, like the dustiest room. It's just the most. I don't know if it's because I'm brushing hair and I'm doing makeup and it's flying around everywhere. But it's also the room I don't want to be dusty, because if I'm pampering and I'm doing my makeup and I want to feel nice, I don't want to be sitting in dust, you know? I always get a bit in here. I also hate the feel of this furniture. I hate it. It makes me like horrible. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Just hate cleaning it. I just hate the texture. I actually don't really like it here anymore, if I'm honest. I just don't like it. Changed my mind. I don't like the colour of the wood. I don't like it. I mean, obviously I'll put up with it, it's fine. But, if only. Well, I might be able to change the doors, like if I call up the people that fitted it, because it'll all be there, or measurements. I don't know if I can do that. Just change the look. Oh, my stupid brain. My stupid, indecisive, bored brain. Olaplex is off. Now I'm going to put on my scalp the Inky List salicylic acid exfoliating scalp treatment. My scalp has been so bad recently, like really, really flaky. Not nice. So I'm gonna put that on. I haven't used it in a while. I'm just gonna put it. Did it say to? All right. It's a bit hard to get out. It's like a metal. Shoot. Put it in the palm of your hand. Did it say? Palm of your hand and use your fingertips to rub it in. It's just all this front area, it's really bad. Use this thing, get it in. Washing, round 2 is out. My bed sheets took an hour to dry in this beautiful weather. That is orgasmic. We are tidy and clean. The last thing to do is the floor, so I'm gonna mop the floor before I pop out, so we're not here to like get it, walk all over it. I've got one sock on because I took this sock off in the night because my foot felt weird. So one sock Sally here. I've cleaned in here and then just had a little wipe down in here and hoover. My hoover's still broken. Do need to get that sorted, don't Dodo, Lola, no. Lola, not Doda. I get your names mixed up. I try and say them both at the same time, Doda. But yeah, my grass seed's not coming through yet. It's been a week. I don't know how long it's supposed to take for it to germinate. It doesn't look very good. It's all washed. I have got K18 back in my life. So Olaplex, I left the acid on my scalp for 10 minutes. Just washed it with normal shampoo. And then I've put K18 on it. It's not actually too bad. I can't really tell. You can normally tell when it's hair washing day when the scalp gets really bad. Yeah, it's looking all right. Face, I scrubbed my tan off as well, like the remainder of it in the shower, and I've just put on a little bit of, oh no, I didn't actually. I used the, where did it go? I'll put it back in the drawer. I've used the Naked Quickie stick and a little bit of bronzer, a little bit of mascara and some brows and lip balm. But the thing that I'm absolutely loving at the minute is, so I went to Sephora in Texas. I still want to film a little TikTok of what I bought, but I've been living out of this bag. I don't know why I just don't do it now. But I've been using this, which is Sol de Janeiro. Big fan of their products. And I bought the body oil. I've been using this every day. I just put it on. If you've got tattoos, it makes them like come back to life. It makes them sort of glisten and your skin not look so dry. It makes all the colours pop and it smells insane. If you know the smell of Sol de Janeiro, you'll know what I'm talking about. It is like proper holiday. It's so good. But I've blow dried a bit of my hair and I'm gonna air dry the rest, but I'm just gonna put my cap on. Baseball caps at the minute. They're my new thing. Just love them. But I'm gonna pop out for a bit. Monday. I thought I would finish up this vlog this morning going into the office. So yesterday, I had a lovely day yesterday and my friend Todd, we did one of my favourite walks, which was Burnham Overy Staithe to Wells on the Norfolk coastline. We went there yesterday, walked the girls, finished up with a pint, and then I came home and my mum came over for tea. It was lovely. What a lovely wholesome day. Though, oh my God, you would not believe what happened yesterday. We were walking, like we'd been on the walk for like 10 minutes and we were on these marshes where there's like this high path, like this path goes above the marshes, it cuts through. And I was walking and Lola was kind of walking next to me, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, she just flings her head into the grass and pulls out a rat like this big, and she's got it and she runs off of it and she's shaking it and she's like biting down on its head, and I'm like, Lola, stop! And then she's shaking it again, and then, oh my God, it was just like me screaming at her. Like every time I went near her to try and get her off it, she'd run away with it in her hand. And then she dropped it and looked really pleased for herself, then trotted off. And I'm like, oh my God, and it's laying there on the ground with its teeth out, just like dead. So what do I do with this rat in the middle of the path? So I had to kind of nudge it with my foot into the grass, which was horrible because it was all limp and floppy and gross. And I've just been calling her rat killer ever since. Like, I bet you're pleased with yourself, rat killer. It was horrific. I know she's an animal, and that was like her instinct in her. That was the Jack Russell in her just like coming out. But it's just like, you know, 1 minute she's all like, oh, I need to get in bed with you and I need you to touch me and pamper me and look after me and you know, oh, you know, where's my luxury dog food, and oh, look at me, I'm not gonna lay in my bed, I'm gonna come in your bed because I'm not a dog. And then the next minute she's just like, ah, killing rats. Instinct comes in. It's mad, isn't it? Anyway, I just wanted to show you. I'm packing, I've got a lunch bag now. So this got sent to me in the post. It's by Emma Warren. And it's a really cute little sort of jute bag with these embroidered fruits on. Watermelon, yeah. So I've made a chicken and rice salad, which is in the bottom and it's Tupperwares. And I'm gonna put in my Dr. Pepper Zero. I've got some, I bought these the other day, but I've got some little apple and toffee slices. And then I think I'm gonna put in maybe another snack. I've got a little Graze tub, what I'll put in there. There we go. My lunch box. Just save it all being in my handbag. Right, and the handbag, it's just got my makeup bag in. I'll take my water bottle. I've got my tripod, phone. Yeah. Right, should we go to work? Not even sunny. I just think sunglasses are like an essential. I've got a few things to do on my to-do list today, and I am just gonna look at the list and just get it done. Just parked up. I feel so cool carrying my lunch bags. Just my lunch, just carrying my lunch. It's a novelty for me because, you know, I've worked from home for the last 9 years, so these little things like this are exciting, right? Forgive me. I'm here. We're in. Oh yes, we're in. Hello.
Hello.
So on Saturday I just did like housework and I washed my hair. Home time. Home time. Oh, camera, better put you back in the box. Right, off we pop. Time to go. I'm obviously the last one out of the building today because the big door's locked. I had a dodgy key and I did actually get locked in here once when I was finishing really late. Luckily, I managed to get out through another door. Time to go home.